I never, ever, ever thought I was gonna have to make this video. I really, really never did think I was gonna have to make this video. But one geekdom has been called out by two people that I know. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan here, and I have been following Naya. I'm pretty sure I butchered it. In other words, for those who are not familiar with who this person is, this is Pat from TGN. They used to be on there and no longer are. Pat recently, I think it was last year or the year before. I do apologize. My memory is not the greatest, obviously. Has it where they came out to be, trans, which props to them, considering the fact is hey, they came out. I'm glad for them, and I appreciate that they did because it's not easy doing that. I'm gonna be real frank with that. But the reason why I say that this has to evolve around geekdom is because, well, Naya has a girlfriend, or, well, when was guy. I'm pretty sure they're still together, obviously, because, well, the bios here obviously off to the side. But has been flirting with Ray, who has been dating Naya for many, 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 many years. And it's been good enough that apparently this has been, continuously through like months, years, and finally Naya is saying something, which, again, congratulations. Because, to be honest, it is best to say something than keep it, bottled up to make sure it's hidden. And I have several tabs open up here, and I'm going to discuss my thoughts on this. Because to be honest, quite frankly, it's sad to see someone like Geekdom, who is literally big in the Dragon Ball Z community, go and stoop to this level. So, let us get this underway, shall I? This is Naya's, call out, basically. It says, well, I'm going to say Geekdom because we obviously know who it is. I'm going to say this as nice as possible. Stop flirting and saying sexual comments to my girlfriend, Ray, in other words, because that's what I call her. But, that's her at, but most people know her as Ray. You've been doing this for years, and I've let it slide each time. But enough is enough. This is the time you have crossed the line, saying you cannot answer a question without being without it being inappropriate. Sorry, I haven't had my caffeine today. I'll be getting that soon after the recording of this video. To simple if we were to meet IRL tweet, it's not this tweet. You've also been doing this for years, and sorry again, haven't had my caffeine. And the amount of times she's come up to me saying how upset she is and feels about it, each time I just let it slide. Because in the past it has escalated past this, but it's time you've gone too far. It's disrespectful towards her and a nice response member of the Dragon Ball Z community, but a nice and response. I don't know if they meant to say it that way, but I think he's referring to how he's been, respected in the Dragon Ball Z community and all that stuff, and looked respected too. Which, to be fair, yeah. I think he meant Ray though, which I do apologize for rereading that. And also incredibly disrespectful towards myself, her girlfriend, which that answers my question, who has been with her for over 6 years. I suggest you stop with this incredibly inappropriate behavior and send an apology to her and myself. This has gone on one for too long. I'm done. And to be honest, Pat, aka Naya, has a point. See, to have this where this has been going on for years and years and years, and now she's just finally saying something, it's where I'm glad, but this should have came out long ago. If it's been going for years, why not say something when it started? I mean, yeah, it could have been, have it where it was just one time and that was it. But if it's been going on for years, why not speak up about it? Why not say something about it? Because to see that this has been going on for years and years and years, and you've just been brushing it under, it's kind of like that's not the right thing to do. You kind of need to make this out there and open to the public to show that, hey, yeah, this guy's not learning, because it's obvious when he keeps repeating the same mistakes he's doing. So, Geekdom did put out an apology, and I'm going to show you this apology. I'm going to say this offhand. Naya did not accept it. Here is the tweet in question. So, I wanted to apologize to Ray for inappropriate jokes I made earlier. It was indeed, it was never indeed, sorry, like I said, haven't had my caffeine, to hurt anyone and or anything that just gets a chuckle out of her. I admit it was a mistake. My sense of humor isn't the same as it is for others. You still did it, man. And you still did it towards a female. There's my thought on that part. I make jokes like this all the time with my friends. Thing is that that's your friends, and yes, I understand they were your friends, but you still did it. It's not right. Which is kind of where it leads to where you say, well, you do it with your friends. I wonder how many more people you've done this with, and they're going to finally possibly step up, which is kind of a damn shame, because if they haven't, they need to do now. However, I failed to realize it can make others feel that it wasn't in a joke, and this is one of the cases. Bull crap, because the fact is you keep doing it over and over and over, you kind of realize, hey, it's not a joke, and if someone's feeling uncomfortable, you know something's up. Maybe it's because the jokes in question are sexual and everything, and you still did it anyways, Geekdom. The jokes were purposely in a creep tone because that was the point. So you obviously admit that you were literally trying to feel creepy. Ooh, guess what? Well, look what happened. You just got called out, Geekdom. I incorrectly assumed she knew. Bullcrap. The thing is that you keep doing it and adding pressure to it, so there's my thought on that. I don't like her in a romantic way. I've learned that you can't read tone or sarcasm online. Really? Because the fact is the sarcasm is you are respected in the Dragon Ball Z community, yet you act like a damn predator. Because this is what you're literally joking about, is this kind of shit? Like, come on, man. And, which has gotten me in trouble before. To Naya, it's not like that you have my word. Could fool me, considering the fact is that you literally have done it for how many years? What may be a small joke here and there to me can come across completely different to others. While I have no ill intention, I still do recognize that words are powerful, and sometimes I forget that. So I do apologize to both Ray and Naya, not only for the jokes, but for sounding dismantle. I've never seen that word. I do apologize. Not my intention. Anybody who knows the person behind the screen knows I am not here to hurt anybody's feelings or make it feel comfortable. I have definitely, I'll be thinking of that. I think he means definitely. He just abbreviated. So, here's the thing. As I said, Naya did reply with Geekdom's tweet in question and did not accept the apology. Here's Naya's response, and I quote, after reading this, I'll just say, I don't accept your apology. I'm not, let me just try to say this again. It's not just this one time, but many of times you've used inappropriate comments on her posts, knowing fully well she's in a relationship with me. Again, proving the point that yes, this has happened many of times, and that Naya and Ray have been in a relationship, yet somehow he does not take the hint. Also, I know you want to take this in DMs, but Ray specifically told me she's done that with you in the past, yet here you are still making these comments. It doesn't work. I'm usually incredibly nice and always taking the other side of opinion in situations. That is true. I have seen that multiple times. And I can't say this time around, this hurt her, this hurt me. And you know it's good enough that Ray's even, vouching with this too. Which shows the fact that Ray has a point, Naya has a point, that this shit should stop. And I would like to point out another tweet. Now, keep in mind, this is not either Geekdom, Naya, or Ray, but it is a screenshot captured a couple of days ago when it comes to Geekdom replying to a tweet in question. And that is that this person right here says, God, I love women. Their bodies are soft. It's simple hell, referring to like he's kind of just, being sexual, like, stuff like that. And then Geekdom replies the following, and I quote, it says, I hope you realize the type of thing creepy predators, right? Basically, he's referring to that this person was acting like a creepy predator. Oh, so it's bodies, not bodies, is positive. And it's funny because, as you see, Ray replied down there 4 hours ago, right as soon as this stuff all happened. Which goes to prove my point. Naya and Ray, you should have came out with this long ago. You know I have your back. But considering the fact is that since this has been going out for years and years and years and years and years, somehow, someway, it could have been Ray, it could have been Naya, either of you two, you could have came out with this sooner than it needed to be. Because now it's been years happening and this stuff has happened. And Geekdom, this is a message to you right now, okay? I had respect for you at one point. You're one of those guys a lot of people in the Dragon Ball Z community look up to. To see the shit you just pulled and it's now coming out to the public, you sicken me, sir. You say that's jokes? No one uses a sexual reference or a sexual advance as a joke, dude. Using that as an excuse is bullcrap, and you know it. Like, this is so sad that I, a guy who's not even big in the Dragon Ball Z community, hell, I am a fan of the community, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of the show, the games, the list goes on. Hell, trading card game with back before the Super one, that shows you. And to see someone like you, who literally is that fucking popular with the community, stoop to this level is sad. Like, come on, dude. You've been at cons, shit like that. You've been invited as a special guest to certain things, and you've literally stumped to this fucking low. Like, come on, dude. It's sad. It really fucking is. Like, as I said, I have been a fan of Ray, Naya, and once Geekdoms. Keyword once. But when this came out, nah. Total different ballgame. Geekdom, get yourself some help. Because this shit is not cool, dude. To see you literally stoop to this fucking low makes you no better than Xavier. Like, you say it's a joke, but it's not a joke. You're literally using these as jokes, and other people can take it the other way, dude. Like, literally, I mean, you're disappointing me. Is the best way to say it. And Naya and Ray, you know I have your backs. I know I know I sound like I know I sound like a broken record. English, Dylan. English. But I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Naya, you know as much as I know. I don't know if Ray's told you, but when you came out, I had your back. Anybody who knows me, I don't judge by race, religion, or gender. I judge based by action. And when you came out, I was happy. I was more than happy for you. But to see what Geekdom is doing, that is some bullshit. I guess you could say Q Bender from Futurama saying, now that is irony when it comes to this tweet right here, because hearing that this shit came out, now, it puts a whole new perspective, not only on Geekdom himself, but not only that, how people view him. And as I said, Geekdom, get yourself some fucking help. To use those as jokes, you have a sick sense of humor then. Because that can be taken out of many proportions and many ways. I'm done with my little ramble. I'm sticking with Naya and Ray because this shit is totally uncalled for. I'm out. Peace.